everybody, welcome back to our channel.
We had college and work,
But we're back. Okay, so before we get started, make sure you click that like and subscribe button. Let's get into today. So today we're actually going to be reviewing Coming to America 2.
It was made by Eddie Murphy.
I didn't say it was made by him. It's not made by him.
It's not written, directed, produced.
Jillian,
I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. Anyway, the premise of Coming to America 2 is Prince Akeem.
Okay, Jillian, stop. You can't see.
Girl, you right.
Anyway, okay, so we went into this completely blind. Don't take our black card. We've never seen Coming to America 1.
I've seen I've seen it as a child with my grandma.
Bits and pieces, but I wouldn't say we've actually seen it.
He went to New York, Queens, thinking that it was the richest area in New York, but ended up finding out that it's like
the opposite.
Yeah.
Well, not the opposite.
Worked at this burger joint.
McDowell's.
What's it, McDonald's?
No, McDowell's,
oh,
not McDonald's.
Right.
They have, what did he say? Golden arches or... You know what? I'm not even going... Well, this is not Coming to America 1 because I've never seen it. So, not really anyway. Anyway, Coming to America 2. The premise of this film, Prince Akeem, Eddie Murphy, his dad is dying. And he was like, you haven't made an heir. So, apparently in Zamunda, only male heirs can take the throne after their fathers die.
Yeah, and Eddie Murphy's character only has like 3 daughters: Mika, Oma,
Tinashe.
I hope I pronounced her name right. It's Oma.
Oma and Tinashe.
Oma, right.
Yep. Anyway, so out of the blue, his dad tells him,
"You have a bastard son."
Literally, you have a bastard son. And Simi, Arsenio Hall's character, he's like his right-hand man, but like not, would you say a best friend figure? But he also works for them.
Girl, that's like slave labor. That's not even a friendship,
but
it's a work relationship.
I guess so. But apparently, when they were in Coming to America, when they went to New York, Simi wanted to pick up girls, and
because Prince Akeem,
I think his dad wanted him to go
find a wife. He wanted him to go find a wife.
And he decided sow his... Actually, Jenny, wait. Is that what... No, I think... No, he wanted him to go sow his oats before...
Mama! No, Mama, why did he go to New York in the first movie?
To sow his oats. Sow his oats.
That's what his daddy told him?
Yes, because he had an arranged marriage. He ended up falling in love.
Oh, right. Yes. Oh, this is
anyway, so while sowing his oats, he didn't have any recollection of sleeping with anyone besides his wife. But apparently, Arsenio Hall found 2 girls, one for him and one for Prince Akeem. And Prince Akeem had no intentions with sleeping with the girl. Her name was Mary Johnson, played by Leslie Jones. Love her. But apparently she date raped him.
The thing is that they didn't say it was date rape in the movie. They kind of made it a joke, which it was extremely problematic.
Problematic comedy.
That's a joke that would be okay in the 90s. I don't know why they put it in this movie.
A lot of the jokes, it was piggybacking off of the jokes they made in the first one, and it was a 90s movie.
But like date rape. Can we even say that on
yes.
YouTube? Ooh. But like date rape, and the way he described Mary, Leslie Jones' character, just was...
What did he say?
That was just straight up colorism in my opinion. He called her a beast, a boar, an animal.
But he said it in the context of when he was in New York, he didn't remember sleeping with anyone. He just remembered he was riding a beast. Or Beast was riding him.
A Beast was riding my board. I was just like, why couldn't they just casually have gotten together and he just like a one night stand? Why did it have to be date rape? And why did he have to describe her in such a demeaning way?
So after finally remembering how his son was possibly conceived, he goes back to America to find his son.
Lavell Johnson.
Yes, he ends up finding his son by asking around. His dad, Johnson. Yeah, it's not Johnson, it's Johnson.
It's Johnson.
I don't know how his dad, they got a sketch of what the son may look like.
I think James Earl Jones' character probably tracked him down.
Probably.
I mean, it's not like he doesn't have the power to do that. He does. Yeah, he can do it. So
anyway, so they find Lavell and they talk to Lavell and his mom, and she remembers him very well. And Lavell's like, "Is this my daddy?" Like, yep. And so the whole family, well, Lavell and his mom and the uncle comes later. Uncle Reem, played by Tracy Morgan. He was funny.
Yeah. So to quickly describe Lavell's character, he's a 30-year-old
he sells
man
tickets
living in his mama's apartment.
Oh my gosh, one scene I actually liked. He was at an interview, and the interviewer was asking him stuff like do you have a father, is your mom on drugs?
Oof, child.
And
racial profile basically.
And then Lavell turned it back and he asked the white interviewer the same question. His mom was on drugs. His father's not around.
And, he got his business through his father giving him a large, fat loan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and he asked him, do you have any loans?
Yeah.
So, yeah, all the questions that apply to him. Mm-hmm. You know what? Yeah. But I like that they pointed that out, so I thought that was nice. But anyway, so Prince Akeem, well, now King Akeem, because his father's dead.
That funeral scene, though.
It was a birthday party, and when he was ready, he said, "I'm going to go now."
He not him standing in a casket, he was in a casket attending his own
funeral birthday.
A lot of celebrities appeared, black celebrities appered in this film. So many
celebrities. You had Salt and Pepper. You had
Gladys Knight.
Gladys Knight was singing.
No,
not that.
In Vogue,
right? Yes, it was really nice. The movie was funny. It was funny and very star-studded. Okay, but yes, they take the mom. Her name is Mary and Lavell, and they go back to Zamunda. When Prince Lavell and his mom come, they're getting accustomed to royal life, and they are introduced to the royal bathers.
That scene was disgusting. You know what? We can humor. Everything is not a joke, and everything isn't funny. If you laugh at sexual assault or think it's funny to insinuate sexual assault or overpowering anybody else, you got a what's wrong with you? What is your problem? Do you need some help? Do you need drink some water? Go figure out your life. Because I just didn't like the fact that Lavell had women bathing him, and he was like, "Oh yes, I'm gonna do it because they get to touch me in places that I want to be touched."
And his mom also had a male
royal bather clean in her private areas. Of course, these people can't say no because they work there. They're servitude.
That's true.
But just because I do the job doesn't make it right.
No.
Let's talk about that. How do we really feel about our sex workers? And if y'all say that the royal bathing scene was okay, oh really? Then how do you feel about sex workers? Let's talk about that. Hypocrites.
As the new heir, because did we already say that they can't have any female heirs? He has all daughters. One of his daughters, Mika, the oldest, she has been training to be a leader her whole life, just to not be the leader and to have a bastard son come in. Their words, not mine. Bastard son come in and take the throne. It's like, huh?
Like Mika was feeling some type of way.
I would have too. Like,
it's understandable.
Excuse me.
Like, not you skipping over me for some American that don't know nothing about our culture and history or customs.
Yeah. So then Lavell goes through a series of training, trying to learn all of the history about the kingdom, the country, the culture, and then he has to practice for it's a prince test. To test, and what do they do with this test? He
had to learn all the names of every
the king before
him. He also had to do something about getting a whisker from a lion.
And then
to which Mika
helped
did
him.
It for him. In my opinion.
After she got over the beef, which I probably wouldn't have. She ended up helping him pass that test, and then the last test was to test his
pride.
Yeah. So it was a test. They were like, we have to circumcise you in front of everyone to test. Well, they didn't tell him it was a test of pride. It was, to see if he would actually do it for Zamunda. And he did it, and they ended up cutting a potato.
the black potato.
So that was funny.
And then we have Wesley Snipes' character, General Izzy. I forgot how this would work diplomatically. Was he trying to, change the government?
He's plotting. He was plotting. I don't know. Was he in part one? The way they made it seem like he was in part one because he's been planning to overturn Zamunda and rule it. But he proposes to have his daughter. I don't know her name, but she's played by
Mopoto. Bopoto.
Played by Tiana Taylor to marry Lavell, and so they agreed for that union so that they could, in a sense, rule together and have, I guess, some sort of unity. So that was planned, but Lavell ended up falling in love with his hairdresser.
His groomer.
His groomer, hairdresser. Fast forward, Lavell overhears his father, King Akeem, and General
Izzy
talking about... Actually, it's more so General Izzy. King Akeem didn't say anything. I don't know what he decided. I'm going to take the jet and I'm going to go back to New York. He takes the girl, the hairdresser, and they go and get married. Well, they attempt to get married.
They try to have a shotgun wedding.
They did. King Akeem came to stop it, brought them back to the palace, just to find that his daughter Mika stopped.
General Izzy for trying to plan a coup.
Yeah, basically all the sisters, but it was orchestrated by Mika, came and kicked their butts. So overall, Mika proved herself to her father, and he decided, while speaking to the mom Lisa, because she was like, "Who are you? You said you would change the rules and not be like your dad."
I'm glad they gave Queen Lisa an actual, not a major role, but like a role that was necessary towards the plot. Because she really was advocating for her daughter when Akeem was trying to basically shut her down.
He decides that he's going to overturn the laws stating that a male has to be the heir and Mika's going to be the heir. But Lavell still gets to be a prince. He just won't rule. And did he marry the hairdresser? Did they get married in the end?
I don't.
I think no, they did. They did. She had on this beautiful, it was like a wine red gown.
The movie was a blur for me because I couldn't get past the sexual assault jokes. The weird. It was, even though this movie is trying to uplift feminism and empower women, at the same time I felt as if it was a bit sexist still.
I think maybe it was piggybacking off the jokes from part one.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't watch it. That's just my assumption.
A bit misogynoir for me when it came to Leslie Jones, Tiana Taylor's character.
Oh yeah, Tiana Taylor's. But that was a joke from the part one. Where,
I know,
they were raised to marry royals, right? And literally only like and do and whatever their husband said. And so he was asking Tiana Taylor's character, Tiana Taylor, what she liked, and she said, "Whatever you do, Your Highness. What do you like to do? Whatever you do, Your Highness." And then he said, "Stay here." And then the king is like,
Where did he go?
Where did he go? I don't know, but I've been here for an hour. But that was an ode to, like a nod to part one. So overall, I thought the movie was comical. Slight issues, but I think those issues were nods to the first one. So I really I feel like I'm missing like a puzzle piece. So I might watch the first one. But I probably won't watch this again.
I'm gonna put it in it's forgettable category. Maybe for people that really loved Coming to America 1, but for me it was forgettable. It just wasn't my cup of tea, and not because I'm young and I know things. It's because it's just, some jokes are just not okay, and why do we always have to make fun of a certain demographic of people?
That is true.
Like, do we really have to have a joke like that?
I wonder, did they make jokes like that in the first one? Again, I really have to go back and watch the first one.
I'm not going back and watch it.
I'll probably watch it by myself.
This is forgettable. Coming to America 2, bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching our issues with Coming to America 2.
Subscribe.
And like. And make sure you click that notification bell to get notified when we post more videos.
We promise not to post like a week later. Yeah, what promises were meant to be broken. Bye, y'all.
Bye.